Merry morning and moon, sweet friends. It is Moonwind Fairy here to do your April vibes. Message, energy, and vibes. It's going to be a general reading for the message, the energy, or the vibes that could be coming around you or towards you this new month of April. How exciting. So let's get our party started here. Again, this is a general reading, so if you happen to see this, might be a message here for you. If not, and as always, I'm just telling stories with the cards. So let's go. What's going on, April? What's going on? Oh, Lord. Five of Swords. Swords represent our thoughts and our intellect. Chariot. Two of Swords. We're thinking a lot so far. Swords are thoughts and intellect. Nine of Pentacles. Ooh. Ace of Cups. Cups represent relationships, emotions, and feelings. So what's going on? We've got two swords. And so we're doing a lot of thinking. And this 1st of April also happens to be Transform Your Thoughts Tuesday. So what I think's going on is Five of Swords represents regret, resentment, embarrassment, humiliation. I mean, look at it. It's like, why did I say that? Why did I do that? But it's your thoughts that keep you kind of stuck in this negative space. So it's really important. There's a difficult choice that is in front of you. But it's causing a lot of inner conflict. But you know what you need. You know what you need to choose. Again, I think it's like you're letting these negative thoughts of the past, or maybe of even current, of even current situations, kind of keep you from making decisions and moving triumphantly in the direction of your dreams. So this difficult choice with this inner conflict really needs to be dealt with. It needs to be, you need to make a choice. That's what I'm going to say the vibe is for April. The vibe is you need to make a choice. And that could be in anything. But mostly it's to get away from the negative thoughts about ourselves, about our situation, about our jobs. You know, we want to be the Chariot. We want to be taking our life by both reins. We want to be in control. We could be moving. You know, maybe the difficult choice has something to do about moving or some kind of travel. But ultimately, we got to get out of this vibe. So, what did I say? Anyway, it's, you know, you need to make a choice. That's what it is. You need to make a choice. And that choice, although difficult, is going to allow you to be more in control of your situation, of your life, of your relationships. And like I said, the negative thoughts around it could really be a lot of past stuff, or it could just be what's going on currently. But overall, moving forward, you need to make a choice. And you need to make a choice to pursue your dreams, moving triumphantly in the direction of your dreams. You need to make a choice to have new feelings. Ace of Cups is new feelings about yourself and about others, about your situations. This is also, you know, you can't pour from an empty cup. So this is self-love. Aces are the beginnings of aces all represent beginnings. So this could be a new relationship coming in. This could be the deepening of an already existing relationship. But it all comes down to a choice. A choice and taking control of your life. You can't pour from an empty cup. So there's really a need for self-love so that you can have these new feelings about yourself, about your relationship, about your jobs, or your living situation. Because ultimately, you want to be independently successful. This is the satisfied life. This is hard work, dedication. This is having the comfortable, safe, and secure home. This is, having your garden. We got the gardens coming up. We got our pets that we love. This is just contentment with your life. So I'm going to say you need to make a choice. And within that choice, there is some kind of energy of negative thoughts. But overall, the choice, you need to make a choice to take control of your life, the direction. It could be lifestyle, it could be habits, it could be job, it could be relationships. All right, let's see what else we got here. Knight of Pentacles. Because you're really dedicated, determined, and hardworking. This could also be, kind of nose to the grindstone, which would make sense moving forward. It's going to require some effort. And especially to get away from this kind of, regret, resentment, it's going to take some dedication. All right, let's see what else we got going on. Because something's got to end so something could come along. Something better can be born in its place. But this is a huge transformation. So yeah, you need to make a choice to transform from the old way of thinking negatively or feeling resentment or regret to taking control of your life and going like, nope, this is how it's going to go. Wheel of Fortune. Because you're ending a cycle of some sort. You're getting off this hamster wheel of doing the same thing and expecting a different result. You're also getting off the hamster wheel of negative thoughts. Our thoughts are they create who we are. So we really want to get away from this junk. It's not good. Because on the other side of thinking positively, taking control of your life, making that difficult choice, whatever it may be to leave a situation. But ultimately, it's going to be a good thing. It's going to have you having new feelings about yourself. You're going to really kind of transform from this, feeding this negative energy or thoughts and just continually. So on the other side of this difficult choice is going to be destiny, fate, and good fortune, where you're really determined, dedicated, hard work, and life is going to feel very contented. So let's see, one more. Six of Swords, because this is wonderful. Because this is a rite of passage. This is getting out of choppy water, negative thoughts, regret, resentment, embarrassment. We're done with that. And you might actually even have help arriving. But we want to get away from this. There's a difficult choice that we need to make with a lot of inner conflict. But on the other side of that is going to be a huge transformation. The choice is going to cause a huge transformation. It's going to have you taking control of your life, moving triumphantly in the direction of your dreams. It's going to have you ending a cycle that wasn't really that beneficial for you. It's going to have you more determined, more dedicated to, working hard to have the life, the relationship, the job that you want. You're going to have new feelings coming in for yourself and for others. This is also a reminder of loving yourself, and you can't pour from an empty cup. This could mean, the decision could mean deepening the emotional connection with an already existing relationship. But aces are all new things. Because ultimately, you want to have this comfortable, safe, secure, and very satisfied life. So that's what I got for you. I think April's vibe is we are needing to make a choice. And now I'm going to do something fun. I'm going to pick a oracle card. and it is breakthrough. This is kind of cool because these are quick little vibes. And I always say this is kind of like what the universe is really wanting this reading to say. And it says, feel confident that things are falling into place just as seedling breaking through the surface of the earth. You too are going to experience an emergence. The efforts of your hard work will become evident, and you will begin to see the difference all that labor and time you have invested has made. Count your blessings. You are gifted with a creative touch and the ability to generate new and wonderful things. Take a moment to feel proud of yourself and all that you have accomplished. So there you go. So April is definitely all about, you got a choice to make, but it's a good one. So thanks for hanging out with me. You have a blessed and beautiful April, and I'll talk to you soon. Blessings and love.